Hey everyone, I wanted to address a bit more in detail my post. I didn't want it to be misunderstood, as it seems a lot of you guys thought I was going into fear. And yes, I was worried, of course. I think it's healthy if we can worry in a healthy way towards assessing our situation realistically. And we all have our moments too, and it was mainly about confiding in my Facebook family and also getting their perspectives and also shedding light into a lot of the disinformers that are giving hopium. Oh, sorry, yes, he wants to talk. um, so that I wanted to address, as well as just being realistic with our situation and the reality of a lot of people are believing in these people that are trying to tell us, just wait, we will be saved by Trump, maybe, or the quantum financial situation system. I don't know why I want to keep calling it situation. And just all these mass arrests as well. And I mean, it sounds great and it would be wonderful if it's true, but while we're waiting for everything to happen and be exposed, this is a crucial time where we really need to act, and we need to ask ourselves, what if these things aren't true, and what are we going to do about it? What is our links, I asked for, of proof of or something that gives us hope in these times where it does seem very bleak. There are a lot of really upsetting things pending on. Just so ridiculous. Basically, I mentioned it in my post. I don't need to go into it here, but I'm very honest and upfront, and I like to address everything and just share where I'm at. And I think positivity is important, but I also think a realistic positivity too. So there's many things I wanted to talk about, and it just kind of goes out, however. Now, I know some of you are asking me, why am I singling out Charlie Ward, Sacha Stone, and Robert David Steele? How do I know they are paid informers? Well, I have a friend who knows Charlie Ward personally and has been looking at his interviews, his many interviews, and the things that he says. A lot of them is very sketchy and don't add up. There's a video, 30 things why I don't trust Charlie Ward, I think it is. A few things is just being friends with Jimmy Savile. I think you guys know who he is, a notorious pedophile. And Sacha Stone I know personally. I stayed with him, and I'm not going to go into the detail about what happened, but it would make you sick to your stomach. I wrote a detailed blog about my time at Sacha's villa, supposedly healing eco community in Bali. And so if you're interested, you can read that. I can provide a link. Also, there are 3 video links from my friend as well, who documents all these shady things about Sacha and how he actually is protecting child trafficking, particularly with his tribunals that he's holding. And there's detailed information of that, and also about his handler. Because everybody's always asking me, why are you saying this? Where's this coming from? Where's your proof? And so forth. So I have it for you if you want, just ask me. And Robert David Steele, the lady, an ex of Sacha Stone, introduced Robert to Sacha, and she knows all about who he really is and his past. She learned that afterwards. So I basically tell you, just be careful, guys. And as you know, also how I feel about Teal Swan. I still think she's very dangerous, and I've made videos and blogs about that as well if you're interested. But again, it's just to be careful about who we trust and follow and give our power to. Don't put people on pedestals. I've experienced that firsthand, and it's very weird, and it's not what we're here for. We're not here to idolize people or have them solve all of our problems or take their ideologies fully as our own, right? You have to be careful of that. So I just wanted to get you guys to think a bit more about that and look into it more if you're interested or if you're following them and maybe you sensed something but weren't quite sure what it was. So hello, my beautiful soul family. I just wanted to address my previous post, and I just want to let people know that I'm not falling into negativity or worry. Yes, I had a moment where I was overwhelmed with everything happening around me, but the whole point of it was to basically be realistic on our situation and to address that there are a lot of people out there that are speaking about things that sound really nice, like the mass arrests and Trump and the quantum financial system. But if they have made all these arrests, for example, or rescued all these children, why is this still going on? You know, we'd think that things would be changed for the better. So, and unfortunately, a lot of people are waiting for all of this to kick in where everything gets exposed and all these people get exposed or whatever they are. And that's just, this is a really crucial time for us to act and to be realistic. If that's not happening, if people aren't coming to save us, or something is not coming to save us, what do we do? How do we assess our situation realistically, particularly with all these really unpleasant things pending that I mentioned in the post? I don't need to go into detail. And also to question ourselves with giving all of our weight and hope into these people that I mentioned as well. People who are paid misinformers like Charlie Ward, Sacha Stone, and Robert David Steele. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that to people because a lot of you were worried about me, and I really appreciate that. That's really sweet. I just wanted your links as well. I wanted your advice and your feedback and your intuition and what you felt, and just to get different perspectives and to ask these hard questions, because I know this is on everybody's mind as well. And I'm very honest, and I'll just share everything. And he too was sharing something as well. He's Mr. Squeaky. You're so squeaky, Bo. Yes, that's a very good point. We'll think about that too. And so also the links is just to kind of see where people are getting their hope as well and comfort, or if it's just we're feeling that everything's going to be okay. And of course I hope so, but the question is when and what does that look like and how much is that is a part of us, because we are living like in a collective nightmare right now, and it is on us to become, like in dreams, a lucid dreamer, psychic dreamer, but then bring it into waking life, because you know, dolphins use 100% of their brain and use 50% when they're sleeping, whereas humans are using, or say conscious of maybe only 10% and 100 while we're sleeping. Therefore, dolphins consider humans to be asleep. So for us to be lucid while alive, lucid livers, collectively, then I'm pretty sure we could change things overnight. And so it's pushing us right now to step more into our power, to find more people who are on the fence, who will be open to hearing this and being able to plant seeds in the cracks of these people, because we still need a lot more people where we're at, and we're doing great. Like, so many people are waking up, and that's fantastic. Um, but yeah, these are the things I just wanted to address, and I thought a video would be better. Um, but of course, I'm always welcome to hear your thoughts. You're always welcome to share your perspective and what you think. Bo, why are you so noisy, man? And we can brainstorm together, and we need to get together more. I'm kind of shocked by, I go to these rallies all the time, freedom rallies here in Vancouver, and they're great, they really are, but we need a lot more people. I don't really understand how we have such a large amounts, like thousands of people for a small business rally and for Chris Sky. So we just need people to come out every week, and wherever you are in the world, there is a rally and people gathering. You can find like minds. You're not alone, and collectively we're so much more powerful. Particularly here in Vancouver, we have the support of the police. They understand very much what we're doing, and they support it because they know they're also on the chopping block. They're first, and so if we can stop it, then hopefully we can stop it for them as well. Bo, he's purring. So find a rally near you. Find people that you can bring your unique talents to, this team of people. And the more we have, the more people will see, like, this is a crucial time right now for us to care, show how we care about our freedom. And if we don't do anything right now, if we do nothing, then we have no right to complain in the future, if we're in the future where we have no freedom or rights. This is the time to do it. This is the alchemization process for us, where, humans have been conditioned to believe they're nothing more than a useless piece of coal. And the cabal and all this BS with the governments is like the heat and pressure that's turning us into what? A diamond, right? So this is where we're witnessing our own becoming, and it's beautiful. It's nerve-wracking. It's scary. It's worrisome. It's crazy. And it's life, truth is stranger than fiction. And this is just everything we've ever lived. Every life we've ever lived has prepared us for this life in which we are living every single lifetime in this one simultaneously. So, there's nothing we're given that we can't handle. So if life is particularly challenging, then we must be a master, right? So I just wanted to give new perspective on this. I can barely talk. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, keep your head up. Don't give up. Don't fall into fear. I do think that if we fall into a sort of a habitude where we just don't care anymore, we just feel like it's so hopeless, and it does seem that way. They're pulling out all the shots because they're so afraid of losing control over us, and so afraid of us figuring out who we are and stepping into our potential. But, like my guide said, this is the most exciting time to be alive. Well, that is indeed like a roller coaster. And yeah, it's really up to us. I think, yes, visualizing positivity is helpful to a degree. There's many pieces of what we need to do. I do think, though, also approaching it in a neutral way as well, rather than one extreme emotion over the other, but let's say more of an observer, a bit detached. And that's hard to do, particularly when we're so worried about our loved ones getting the test, getting the jab, and then also just people around us. Like, we don't know who's had it, and do we have to ask everyone if they've had it? If they can, for example, my pets love to see other people. They'll just run up to them, and I feel like I have to ask them just in case, because I mean, it can be. I've heard stories that animals are getting very sick, even dying from the variants from coming off of whatever's coming off of these people. And how does that work with seeing our loved ones or someone that they're with that might have it, had it done? And we just don't know. We're at this point of a lot of unknown of how this is going to affect us, particularly the ones that haven't had it and won't have it. So I understand how everyone feels about it, and like I said, I sense this, that they were trying to do this around the time of the swine flu, H1N1. That was a trial period, and here they are again, right? So remember who you are. This is why I thank you all the time for you being you, because there is this soul archaeology we have to do within ourselves to not just get the wisdom and the knowledge from past lives, but future lives, multidimensional lives, lives in between lives, right? All simultaneous. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me. I went on a little bit of all over the places I tend to do, but anyway, have a great evening, and I'm so proud of you, and I am so glad to, be with you guys during this, because this is just such a great team, and this is just such a great collection of souls that are acupuncturing the planet with their light and sending out light codes of our own nature, like the constellations are here on Earth. And yeah, anyway, on that note, I'll let you go, and I'll let Bo say hello one more time. Oh, good night, everyone.